Meliodas versus Escanor has been one of the most debated topics in the whole fandom when it comes to Seven Deadly Sins. And today I'm going to be doing a video discussing Meliodas versus Escanor because, the two top tier members of the Seven Deadly Sins, they have fought and they are going to fight. And if you're an anime only, you have a lot to look forward to. And I'm just going to say that this video is going to be spoiler free, so you have nothing to worry about. But before I get to the video, I just got to say that if you guys haven't subscribed to my Hero channel, make sure you guys go ahead and do that already, because I will be dropping a lot of good videos over there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get to the video. Now, we know that Meliodas and Escanor, they are the strongest members of the Seven Deadly Sins, and this upcoming season will prove that. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil it for anime onlys, but just know that their fight is going to be epic. But their fight did have a lot of nerfs on both ends. I think that's what makes it a lot more interesting. The fact that both Escanor and Meliodas, they didn't really get to go all out, but it still was a damn great fight. And I definitely do think that now that these two both have their full power, we have to discuss who would win between these two if they did go all out, because we saw what happened last time. And now that these two are monsters, I definitely do think that they could end up destroying a planet. Yes, because we see that Meliodas, he is now known as the Demon King, and it is safe to say that he is on par with the Demon King himself. We know that Meliodas, he knows God Slayer techniques, whereas he combines the demon energy with Elizabeth, and they're able to use something called God Slayers. And the biggest thing about Meliodas' character, which I like, is he doesn't have to rely on the dark energy anymore, because we saw in the other seasons, while he didn't necessarily use that, that was kind of used as his trump card, using his demon power and stuff. But Meliodas now makes a conscious decision to not even use any of his demon power, and he is actually pretty strong. He's able to knock back a lot of people with just his physical strength. So I definitely have to say that Meliodas, his new power, I do like it a lot. But in his demon form, once he does use his demon form, man, oh man, we see he's able to manipulate the gods' curses. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say that Meliodas, once he does actually activate his demon power, he is worthy of the title of Demon King. But we can't forget about the mightiest man, the man who stands atop of all races, known as Escanor, because he has just received his power back and he is looking like a whole new man. We know that he has an unbreakable will. He's willing to put his life on line for anything, because this is his last time that he's going to have the sunshine. Yes, we know that Escanor, he can go toe to toe with the Demon King, and he can use God Slayer attacks by himself. So that just goes to show you that Escanor, he's so good, he names the attack after yourself. Like, how cocky do you have to be to name your attack your own name? That is just some GOAT stuff. But we do know that Escanor, he did get a huge buff, and the spookiest thing about Escanor now is that we haven't even seen him in his sunshine mode. So once he does use sunshine, you know that his power level will be off the charts, because he just got his power back from the original user. I'm not going to spoil who that is, but with that added on power, that will make Escanor in the one mode be way too strong. Which is why I believe that if these two did battle in base mode, it would turn out to be a draw, because we have to take into account everything when we talk about versus battles. They both have great endurance feats and great destructive capabilities, and they both have great magic abilities when it comes to being skilled with magic. So if they're fighting in their base form, just because we already seen, and plus anime only, you guys haven't seen it, but if you're a manga reader, you know how their first fight turned out, which is why I think that if they're fighting without powering up, it would be a draw. But if they were to use full power, Meliodas in Demon King mode, Escanor in the one, I definitely have to say that I'm putting my money on Escanor, simply because anime onlys, you guys are going to see, but the outcome of the first battle, that was a huge way to show a certain person's strength. And we know that Escanor, he can now stand toe to toe with the Demon King, which is a huge news, because we saw the Demon King's Elders, he was able to push back all the Seven Deadly Sins members, and Escanor is looking like the hero of the day. And we know that the one, if he used that mode right now, it will most likely take away all of his life force. So yeah, he would be able to defeat Demon King Meliodas, but would it really be a win in the end? Because there's nobody other than Escanor who knows greater that his life is on the line every time he uses the Sunshine Grace. So I definitely do think that if he was to use the one, especially now, he would end up dying, which could lead to his quote-unquote defeat. But if we're talking about raw power, I definitely do think that Escanor now with the one mode, he would be stronger than Demon King Meliodas. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.